Welcome back, everybody. We're kind of starting on a different screen right now. It's not like you guys haven't seen the screen. You've seen it in the last video if you watched it. We are going to be looking at the character sheet as promised. Here it is. I think I am going to move it a little higher on the screen, but for right now, let's just stick with this. It works fine. I will be showing you guys the coding for this at the end of the video, so if you're interested, stick around for that. If not, you don't have to. Okay. But as you can see here, we have Nora's name. We have what part of the story we're in, which is the prologue. Along the right-hand side, you can see that it says Hunter and Leader. Those are two possible traits you can have. Right now, I have it listed that if having those traits is false, they show up right now, which is not going to be how it is in the game. It will only show up once you get the traits, okay? Along the left-hand side, you can see where it says no relationship points, keep playing. Now, yes, there are plenty of characters that Nora's going to interact with, but the characters along the bottom here are the ones that are going to really shape the story. So we haven't technically, the player hasn't met the other characters. Nora herself obviously knows the first character, but she's of course never met the other characters at all. Even still, I'm keeping him dark until we meet him, okay? By the way, I got Mo's artwork done. I promised you guys Mo's artwork. There it is. It's not obviously finished. It's just the sketch, but at least it's there, you know? Skip. Go back a little bit here. There's Timmy 2's artwork. Timmy 2 has two different pictures, one with him, so little doodles from work that I incorporated into the game. But before we make any choices here, let's take a quick peek here. Now you can see it says Chapter 1. We still haven't met the first character yet, though. So we'll skip. We're gonna before. And there we have some artwork coming in. Coming in from the top. Of course, that was a female character, and Gelato's a male character. I am gonna just edit it as time goes, because there's actually gonna be a few of the same version of picture happening. I just wanted to get something in there, right? Not just a girl coming down from the screen. And there we go, we got another one. Let's try it again. Goes kind of quickly. But there we go. So that'll be another artwork that we have. And then if you give me a moment, actually we'll go back, let's see the character sheet again. Now we can see that Gelato and his points is -1 because we haven't been very nice to him. And there's his picture showing at the bottom. Now, give me a second. I do have a little bit more artwork to show you guys. Here we go. This is a little scene here that you can see with the characters. I'm not going to tell you how you get to this point. we're just gonna cut to this point here. And you can see some here we have some artwork that you guys might not have seen. It's for a special scene that you can get. Only if you do the correct choices in Chapter 1 you can get this scene. I'm not going to tell you how to get it. We'll see if you guys get it yourself. But yeah, we have a little bit of artwork here that's going to happen. There's another set that I have to show you. There we go. Some fun, silly pictures. And we have one last thing at the very end here. We have the eyes at the end. Again, quick picture, obviously will not be in the game like that. Okay, here we are. We are now at Chapter 4, and you can see how a lot of the characters are lit up along the bottom, except for LeVar. In this playthrough, the person playing it did not meet LeVar, and they met all the other characters though. At the point we were actually at, I think you have to have met Roy. I don't think you have to have met Luke though. I need to test some things because I have had it where I've actually met Luke and it wasn't showing Luke's picture, so I just got to make sure that that changes a bit if needed. Okay, but yeah, this is the character sheet, and I'm going to now flip over and we're going to talk about how this character sheet is made and such like that. Okay, so here's the character sheet for Nora's story, and I'm going to kind of go over some things with you just a little bit. It's not going to be like a major in-depth kind of thing about it. It's just going to be a little bit of information about how I did it. The script will be on the screen if you want to do it yourself. I can't show you absolutely everything because there is spoilers within here, but we will take a quick look at it, okay? So this first part here is the background image that you're seeing, which is like the placeholder image that we have. So all I gotta do when I'm ready is just name another picture with this name, and it will show up there instead of the one that you're seeing now. This here is her character in the center of the screen. How it has, like, she can either have a scar or not have a scar based on what part of the game it's in. Now, Nora does not get her scar until chapter 5, like the scar on her shoulder. So I just put it in an earlier thing just to see if it worked. It does work, so in the future it will only show up after chapter 5, after she gets her scar. Okay? I feel like those are pretty self-explanatory right there, if you needed to see them. Okay, so this part here is where we have her name and the chapter number with it. So we have a frame, background none, because we didn't want to have a background around what we're, like, around the writing or anything. We have its alignment, and then this frame has a V-box, which is a vertical box of things, so it's going to show things like one above another thing. If it was an H box, it would show up side by side. Okay, simple enough, I think. We have text, the size of the text, and then Nora's name. In the actual game though, I think I'm going to put her name into the background picture, so it won't actually show up with it won't show up as the text in the game. So I'll be taking this part out at some point. Of course, if chapter equals 11, then it's going to have epilogue. If chapter is greater than or equal to 1, it'll have chapter and then the chapter number, which you can see already on the screen, has chapter 4 else. So if it's not any chapter, then it is prologue. So yeah, that's basically that little spot there where you see her name and then the chapter number, okay? Next is a little bit more of a complicated thing, but it's not too bad once you really kind of break it down and look at it. So we have an H box, which is now below the other H box, or below the frame, I guess, that we had. And in this H box, we have 2 frames, and they are going to be spaced 500 apart. I think it's 500 pixels apart. And so the first frame is going to have no background, have its padding, alignment, but this frame also has a V box. So within this H box, which is a horizontal box, think of it that way, it's going to have a vertical box, which is now how you see the characters' names all appear along the left-hand side with numbers beside them. That's what you're looking at here. So when we start the game, if we haven't met Gelato yet, since he's the very first character and you can't really get anywhere without meeting Gelato, there's no way around meeting, like, if you can't skip meeting Gelato. So it made it really easy for me to be able to have, well, if you met Gelato this, otherwise you have no relationship points. He will be the first character that you meet, no matter what, of the characters who have relationship points. Other than that, it's all pretty much the same with their points and everything. To do the points, of course, you gotta name the thing in the square brackets, has to be the same name as your points, and it will show up with the number that you actually have for points for things, okay? The other frame that we have, again, background none, padding, alignment, stuff like that, it also has a V-box, and it's showing 2 traits, Hunter and Leader. Right now, I have it listed that it will show these if they are false, which of course they are at this point. So I also didn't want to give you guys all the traits listed either, so these are just 2 little ones. You get 2 spoilers of possible traits for yourself. There are, I don't know how many, I'll have to take a look and see. It is already in the script, but I'm not going to flip over there and look at it right now. But yeah, that's the traits that you have. And so yeah, that's that. So when I am ready, like once this video is done being recorded, I can actually put in everything and put it in properly, like to show up when they do have the traits, and not when they don't have the traits. And we have H box here, which is the very bottom of the screen. You see how the characters are all aligned there. So if you have met the character, it'll show up with the colored picture. If you have not met the character, it shows up with a blacked out picture, which you can see for the case of LeVar. I cannot show you any lower due to spoilers, but the only other thing in this little file that you're missing is the code for the close button, and I will put that on the screen for you right now in a screenshot so you guys can at least see it. Well, that's about it for now, and I don't have any major plans for what I'm gonna be at next time you guys are seeing this. I did want to get chapter 5 done, and I didn't get chapter 5 done. I actually spent a lot of time working on this stupid character sheet, so I hope you guys like it and I hope you use it. But yeah, it's taken a lot out of me just doing the character sheet. I do have a few little plans that I want to do, but I don't know if they're even going to be that noticeable. I will still do a video in October coming up, so I hope you guys will check out that video. I don't know how much will be shown in that. We are starting to reach, like if we go into chapter 5 and stuff, I don't know how much of the script I can even show you of that, so it's gonna kind of be like not a whole lot to show over the next little bit, but I still want to somehow show you guys that things are happening. So I will do a video in October and we'll see just how things are going, and maybe in that video I'll talk to you guys about how I'm going to go forward with it. And I will actually be taking July off from doing any artwork for the game. I will instead be doing artwork for the art fight this year. This year is my first year taking part, so if you guys want to take part too, I don't know how late you can sign up for it, but it's a little art thing that happens every July, and you get signed up. You sign up to a team, sort of, and you draw pictures for other people, and that's called attacks. So, and then they can defend themselves by drawing a picture back to you, and that kind of thing. So it's just going to be kind of a fun little time. I am also having surgery in July, nothing major, but it will kind of keep me stuck in my apartment for a few weeks. So that'll be perfect for doing artwork and stuff like that. I might still do like written stuff for the game though, because I'm pretty sure I'll get kind of bored of just drawing the whole time. So it's not like I will be completely off during July, but I will be off from doing artwork in July. So I will see you guys in the next video, whichever video it happens to be, whether it's speed paint or whether it's the one in October. We'll see how things go, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.